You know, food's been largely overlooked in this particular arena. So I come from this place that says that the most important part of this is all of us need the right information, and next to nobody has it. A lot of people think they do, but those people are even worse off because they don't even know they don't know. And the right mindset, and then the right blueprint. And like I said, most golfers have none of these pieces, and it's no wonder they constantly struggle in this arena. Now is a particularly tough time of year for golfers because it's winter. They put their clubs away for winter in the cold areas. They tend to be, you know, after gaining 10, 20 plus pounds over the holidays, you know, lots of my more famous clients, including Don, you know, went the other way, and I remember starting with Don in, I think it was late October, and when he tells you his story, I mean, he made like a double eagle between Halloween and New Year's. Instead of, you know, putting on the weight, he lost a bunch and got smaller instead of bigger during the holidays. So I would just say that I teach my teleseminar participants a method of eating clean. It's a simple regimen that's proven to burn body fat while leaving them fully satisfied. I make a huge promise that people hardly can believe that I can fulfill. And here's the promise. I can show any golfer how to go from a fat storer to a fat burner in 2 weeks or less without dieting, counting calories, or starving, guaranteed. With real food. And the program doesn't hinge on fasting or pills or you know, milkshakes or bars or meal replacements or banning carbohydrates or any kind of calorie restriction or eating less. I don't want my clients obsessing over the number on the scale. I mean, John's already putting scorecards up on the scale. And look, the scale can be helpful, but the fact is, I don't think the pounds are important. This is about getting smaller. So I would just, I'm going to run through a couple of quick points here, and then I'm going to turn it over to Don. As a matter of fact, let me turn it over to Don for a minute. And Don, tell him a little bit about your experience.
Well, I met Larry from a phone call. He hunted me down and wanted to do an affiliate program with my website because we have golfers all over the entire world on our website. And doing an affiliate program, I said, well, I don't endorse anything or put it on my site unless I know it's correct, if it fits. And so I need to lose weight. I was pushing 200 pounds, and I'm 5'9". So I said, I'll do it first, and if it works, then if I tell the folks on my site that this is good, they'll buy it. So I started it around October, and he's correct, I lost weight, and it's easy to know because in December of that year, my daughter got married in the middle of December, and I knew I had a suit in there that was what my wife wanted me to wear, but I knew there was no chance of getting into it because it was something I had back in the 80s and the early 90s. And so we went and bought me a new suit and everything else. And so after the wedding, when I packaged it back up after cleaning it and stuck it in the closet, I saw that suit. I said, oh, man, let me try it. See what happens here. I got into it. I mean, I could tie it, button it up without even having to suck my belly in. And the vest fit perfectly. I could button all the buttons up. And last time I wore that suit, and ironically, I reached in my pocket, and there was a 25th year reunion from my high school in there, which said 1992. So 25 years, you know, I hadn't worn it in, at that time it was 2009, 10 I guess. And 2009, October 2009. The reason why I know that is because I really think part of the reason why I can even be sitting here today is because of this diet. It started changing my life. On April 20th, 2010, I had double bypass surgery. And I had the widowmaker blocked. And I think a lot of that helped me losing the weight to not have a heart attack. It's hard to believe I didn't have one. I was misdiagnosed 3 times. They kept telling me my pain was esophageal spasms. And I actually got diagnosed on a practice tee giving a golf lesson to a cardiologist who commented about how good I looked. And even today we say on my website, they still got some pictures of what we call chubby Don. I say, let's get those with skinny Don. I'm not real skinny, but I'm in pretty good shape. So I think it actually helped save my life and taking the strain off my heart, and I'm happy to say I'm in great shape here. I just had my physical last week, and they gave me another nuclear stress test, and everything's going great. But the thing I think that's important about this diet, you never use the D word.
The diet word.
Diet.
Yeah, it's not about diet.
This is a lifestyle change in what you eat, but the key is you can eat pretty much what you want, just eat the right things. And I think the one point Larry made that's critical is that when you start, he takes you off of certain foods. Like one of the things he took me off, which is one of my major things I eat for breakfast when I'm home, is yogurt. And I'm saying, why do you want to take me off of that? That's supposed to be good. He said, I've got to test you to see if you might have some allergens or something that can bother you. And the thing is he takes you off a lot of these things. And so if you come back and all of a sudden you start having reactions where you're feeling things that you didn't during that time, it's an easier way to track that you had some problems. Because many of us we have problems with food, but not like he did that puts us in an emergency room. It just kind of messes us up and we don't feel the best and can make us pokey, whatever. And that's the first thing he does. And I mean, I lost the weight pretty quick, and he said it, I very rarely ever weigh myself. I just go by one thing. What notch am I using on my belt? And how my pants fit, and how I feel. And it's gotten to the point that, I'll tell you another one as a golfer. I had a belly putter. I go in and out of belly putters. I had to get another one that was longer because I lost enough belly where it wouldn't fit in the right place anymore. And so I guess it helps there, but it's easy to maintain. I actually had put maybe 4 or 5 pounds on with all the traveling I did in the summertime and everything else, and I actually, again, lost weight during the holidays and got back to where I right about now. I bounce around about 180 to 182. And my goal is to get down to 175, which was my college weight. And so it works. And I think it's absolutely the critical thing to it is finding out if there's any food allergens that are giving you problems. And then it's easy to do forever. And I mean, you just start eating smarter. And again, I don't have the time to count calories and worry about all that other stuff. I just know what's good to eat and eat it. And you actually have something to eat before you go to bed so you can keep the fire burning and burning those calories, and it's easy to do. I've had people on my site that I run into, and they say, look at me, man, I lost the weight because I did the diet. And so we've had a lot of people on our site, they call themselves Surgites, that have done it, and that's why we're getting ready to do another program. But it works, and I did it with my wife initially because that way it was easy to cook food the same way, and actually it helped her out. So it works, it's easy, no counting calories, and it's easy to stick with it.
Plenty to eat.
And maintain yourself.
Getting enough to eat?
Yeah, don't go hungry.